What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to the R&D show. We're your hosts. I'm Shad,
I'm Ryan.
and you are tuned into Tip 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 on hardwood floors, 10 across the board. The R&D show. Hopefully, everybody is doing great, feeling amazing, blessed, and highly favored. And yeah, so your boys is back, and on this episode, we are gonna dive right into the one, the only, the greatest of all time, the greatest entertainer of our generation, Miss Beyoncé Giselle Knowles Carter.
Queen B.
Pew,
Yes.
pew, 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 pew. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we went to the Renaissance tour, the Renaissance World Tour on Friday, Atlanta, Georgia, at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Beyonce has sold out all 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, and Monday. 75,000 people each night.
That's insane. That is insane. At 42, been in the industry for over 20 years, and at the highlight of her career, the peak of her career. I think last month she did about 130 something million in sales, which is the most ever. So she's still hitting historic numbers at 40, going on 42. That's crazy.
And man, it's amazing. Like, for me, this is my 11th time seeing Beyonce live in concert. And my very first time experiencing Beyonce was the Destiny's Fulfilled tour. And so to see her then, and then on her own, the Beyonce Experience tour, up until now, 16 years apart, right? 16 years later, the Renaissance World Tour. And being able to experience Beyonce at her prime, I'll never forget being able to really be in the presence of someone who is so great at what she does.
Yeah, it's amazing. And still could be argued that she's still at her prime, but I know what you're saying in terms of like the peak of her physical performance. But she gave us some vocals, did she?
Man, did she not sing? If anybody ever doubted this woman's vocal ability, like, listen, this time, out of all 11 tours, I really wanted to be more present, so I wasn't like recording as much in my phone. I really just wanted to be in the moment with her and to just celebrate, because to me, Renaissance World Tour is a celebration of self-love, of authenticity, of being comfortable in who you are, being comfortable in your skin, owning who you are. And so I just wanted to really be a part of that greatness, a part of that presence, a part of that energy. And man, was it felt.
Yes, it was a very, very cozy energy all over that stadium, around the stadium. What I really enjoyed about this concert, it was more themed. You saw people in their Renaissance gear, in their Western gear, in their ballroom gear, and it was just cool to see people dress up in different costumes. Some were more out there, but even the outfits that were out there, people were still confident and they were cozy in their own damn skin and wearing it like I don't know what.
Yeah, Beyonce definitely gave everybody permission to just show up and be them, and we seen it and we felt that. And let me just say this: I always see when it's Beyonce season, I always see a lot of she's overrated, she's overhyped, she's not all that, all of these things, and usually it's coming from people who, one, have never experienced Beyonce live in concert, two, can't afford the ticket, three, no. I'm just saying, because
Shady.
and again, never experienced her live in concert. It's one thing to watch her on videos. It's one thing to watch her on award shows, or even watch her Coachella on Netflix. But to actually sit in a stadium and to feel her presence and to see greatness, you see that she's a living legend for a reason. You see that she still does vocal training. You see that she rehearses her ass off at least 16 hours a day. You see that she still puts in the same work ethic that she did when she first started, and this is why she's unstoppable. This is why she is the greatest of all time. This is why we do hype her up and give her so much love, genuine love. And it's not that we worship her, but she has been a part of our lives for such a long time that we cherish and we value her. And she is amazing to us. She is our Black queen. Like, she is honestly, England has their king and queen. Like Beyonce is our queen of North America, and like everybody treats her as such. And so, don't be mad because we are uplifting and praising someone who deserves it. And it's not praising in the way of worshiping, but it's giving her flowers where she can smell them, she can see them, and feel them. So I say to you, the naysayers, the people that have negative things to say to her, get your money up, get you a seat, and go experience her live in concert, and you'll get the hype. Y'all understand about? Don't be a hater all your life.
Yeah, you'll understand. More so than ever, with this performance, I felt more of a peacefulness of someone who knows they have, they've done some amazing things, and that, I felt this angelic spirit.
Man.
It was like this. It was just a very soothing, peaceful. Like I've accomplished. I've done a lot. I've had kids. I'm living life. I'm enjoying life, and I felt that from her.
We really felt like she was having. She always has fun on stage,
Yeah.
but I think she was having so much fun on stage, and it's just hard not to be filled. You know what I mean? It's not hard to be filled in that building and to leave filled afterwards, and to not want more. Like I want to go again. I want to go again. I see that we have friends that went. This is their third time going already to the Renaissance World Tour, and they just keep going. And it gives you that feeling like, oh, I just want to go make sure I didn't miss this, or I just want to be in the presence of greatness again, and I just want to feel inspired and encouraged again, and I just want to feel uplifted again. Like it gives you this feeling, and it's an amazing, beautiful feeling. And I feel like you should feel that way anytime that you're paying your money for anything. You should feel that way with any artist that you really, you're really invested in and you love so much. And it's not to be a hater or you worship them, but you're giving them their flowers. You know what I mean? MJ, Michael Jackson, he had his amazing fans, and he is still the greatest of that generation. But she is the female MJ. She is the greatest of our generation, and it's not up for debate. Listen, Beyonce's hair has more stage presence and choreography than any of these artists out right now, these female artists. Like, just her hair does more on stage than what people are giving right now. And they're giving the bare minimum. You know what I mean? This woman goes 1,000%. You got to remember now, she's a wife. She's a mother of 3. She's accomplished so much, and she's about to be 42 years old. Like, give this woman her flowers, or she can smell them and don't be a hater. You know what I'm talking about? Don't do that.
Yeah, as you say, she's your favorite celebrity. And you saw celebrities there. You saw Candy there on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
She went back on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
And Summer Walker talking about it's the best concert she's ever been to.
Yeah.
So you see, like, other R&B singers giving her flowers and just mesmerized. Tiana Taylor was there. So, like, just to experience greatness. To celebrate each other.
Right, and if she's your favorite celebrity's favorite celebrity, then you have to understand that they've been in the presence of greatness too, and so they can recognize that. They can recognize it and give her those type of flowers. You should be able to do the same thing without hating. So again, I say, get your money up, get your confidence up, love on yourself, and go to the Renaissance Tour. You know what I'm talking about? Because Daddy was in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Got a lot of bands, got a lot of IV on me. I gotta fan myself up. I gotta fan myself up. I gotta cool down.
Heated. Yes, he was heated. Very heated.
It was
very heated.
Bruh, it was a time to be had.
And it was beautiful to see a lot of friends and see a lot of people we haven't seen in a while just there having a good time and just vibing out. It was a strong sense of community.
Yeah,
and so I felt good to be out
and
amongst
Blue
the people.
Ivy, man.
Oh yeah, she killed it.
You can tell that because for anybody who's performed in front of a large, thousands and thousands of people, or just even hundreds of people, for your very first time, you have to start warming up to that. You got to get warm and get comfortable. When I tell you the confidence, she's so comfortable. She owns the stage. She is definitely going to be up next. She is following in her mom's footsteps, and it's beautiful to see. I just felt like a proud uncle. Like, look at my little niece Blue up there. Like, I just really felt proud in that moment.
Yeah, she's gonna be a force. to reckon with. So y'all watch out. I'm excited for her. I'm excited for her.
So again, man, Renaissance tour, highly recommended. 10 out of 10, 10, 10, 10 across the board. tip on hardwood floors. Yeah. So 10 out of 10, highly recommended. Spend your money for a great experience. You definitely get what you spend. You get your full money's worth plus some. So, man, get to that Renaissance tour. And speaking of Beyonce, I want to go into like Usher, because we went to go see Usher in Las Vegas at his residency. So a little bit about me. I'm a huge fan of Beyonce and a huge fan of Usher. I've been A1 since day one with both. So both of them are my favorite male and female artists. Usher now 44 years old. The man puts on a show. The man is still great. I mean, he was great in his prime and he is great today, and he don't miss a beat. And that's the thing about it. When you're passionate about something and you continue to invest in that passion and pour into that passion and do the work, you're unstoppable. There's male artists right now that can't even touch Usher. You know, the man's still singing live vocals. It's still there. Like, still sounds like he did on his My Way album. You know what I mean? Like, between Usher and Beyonce, it's kind of tough to say that you don't have great examples for these younger artists to look up to want to like match or have that blueprint there, because it's there. But you have to be willing to do the work. And both of these artists actually do the work. What was your thoughts on Usher?
I thought Usher was incredible. My first time seeing him was at the Velvet Rope tour way back when, I guess maybe 1998. And I thought he was incredible opening up for Janet Jackson. And this time around, I felt very similar. I felt like I was in the presence of a legend. You know, hit after hit. You could tell he was giving us his all on every song. He was engaging with the audience. He was a force in his own right. Yes. Yeah, he's definitely a great example for any artist. And even Beyonce, where she is today, even though she didn't dance to every song, she gave you vocal performance, she gave you looks, she gave you visual, she gave you, her energy. She was just very present with the crowd, with the audience. I think that's both of the things that they did. They both were very engaged with the audience. So, yeah, definitely Usher and Queen B. Man. They're still at the top. 20 years later, still at the top of the game.
Listen, the king and the queen. Usher said it himself.
Yeah, the king and the queen.
The king and the queen, and that's basically that's both of them. The king and the queen of R&B music is Usher and Beyonce. For me, the king and queen of music in general, just because of their track record. You cannot deny their accomplishments. They're groundbreaking, they're resilient, the things that they have done, what they have contributed into the industry. Like, they've put in the work, both of them, since they were kids, man, and they still going. Like, Usher just released a new song with Summer Walker and 21 Savage called Good Fire. Like, to still be making music that is still like relevant to today, and a lot of artists are struggling to still connect. They transcend because they're not scared to take risks. They're not scared to be like, okay, well, I know these fans might be a little bit off of what I'm doing, but eventually they'll circle back and be like, okay, I'm gonna spin the block on this one more time. I think I like it. They're not afraid to reinvent themselves and take chances and take risks, because there's a reward at the end of the day. You gain a bigger audience. You become even more powerful and relevant in the things that you do and the moves that you make. And both of them have stood the test of time because they're not scared of what anybody has to say. They just go for it, man. And they're amazing. They are amazing. And I can't do nothing but be proud of growing up with these artists, giving these artists their flowers and loving on them and celebrating them, because I just think that they're amazing at what they do. And I'm inspired. I stay inspired.
Yeah, the epitome of courage. To be at the top of the game, yet to keep pushing yourself and taking these risks where you could easily fall on your face, to take these risks and fall forward and to succeed and to put out even better music or newer music and not allow yourself to get stale. So you're just consistently staying relevant with the times. Yeah.
So to Usher and Beyonce, I just say thank you, man.
Salute.
Man, thank y'all for just
salute.
being amazing and loving what you do and loving us as your fans and making us feel like we're welcomed and we're seen and we're loved, because that is the feeling and the energy that both of y'all bring. There's so much showmanship. You guys interact with us so much, and it's a good and fun time. And it'll be tough to have anything bad to say about either one of them, because they are just love and light and great energy. So again, if you have not experienced Usher or Beyonce, here's your chance, man. Like, don't wait until like they ain't doing nothing no more, that they're done touring, or they're not doing a residency, or they're just, you know, living their life, and you like, man, I wish I could have. Go do it while you can. You know, we didn't get to see Michael Jackson. I mean, when he was in his prime and stuff like that, I don't know if I was even born yet, but you know, we didn't get to experience that, but we get to we heard about it. We heard about how great he was, and we got to see it on TV.
I tell you, it's like when I saw Serena Williams at the U.S. Open, I just knew I was experienced greatness. Just the same thing with Beyonce and with Usher. You experience, and when I'm watching my Florida State football team play, I know I'm experiencing greatness as well. So,
yeah. So again, both of them, you know, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Make sure y'all check them out. We love you, B. We love you, Usher, baby.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, we're gonna do a little segue a little bit into They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix. If you have not seen this movie, please go see this movie, starring Jamie Foxx, John Boyega, and Tiana Parrish. I think that's her. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. But amazing movie. What's your thoughts?
Well, when I first started watching this, I was like, what does Shad have me watching? What kind of stuff is this? I need something that's intellectual, that's interesting. And then, boy, did it take me down that road. It was scientific. It was playing off of, you know, a lot of different things that were very intellectual. So I enjoyed it.
I mean, great storyline. It definitely made you think. It definitely had a message, whether it was hidden or it was just out there for you to see. There was definitely a deeper meaning on what was going on. The acting was A1. It was just good from start to finish, and it was hard to turn away. And I don't want to give it away, but I say 10 out of 10 on that. They Cloned Tyrone. Make sure y'all go watch that on Netflix. And after you watch it, go and leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are, because we really enjoyed it.
It was creative. It was something you typically don't see. Sci-fi.
Especially black sci-fi.
Black sci-fi.
Yeah. And you still got some comedy in there, so you got some laughs in there.
And Jamie Foxx is a fool.
A little bit of horror, a little bit of everything, but it was just a very well-rounded, diverse movie that we just really enjoyed. We really enjoyed, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And so we just wanted to pop in and give y'all some of this good Renaissance black boy joy that we feeling, you know what I mean? Cause we gotta cool it down. Yeah.
Hey.
Nah. So make sure y'all like this video, leave us a comment, share, subscribe. Cheers. Thank y'all so much.
Later.
God bless y'all.
Love, light, and peace.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna cool it down.
Yeah, baby.